Master sẽ giới thiệu về, nhắc lại một lần nữa, Ega Master là gì, tại sao người ta phải chọn Ega Master. Thì nó cũng sẽ giống như cái chiến lược của mình, nên mình lại sẽ nhắc nó là cái campaign riêng của Ega Master. Thì sau đó ông sẽ đi giới thiệu về cái sản phẩm, tại sao người ta phải mua một cái này giá gấp 3 lần, gấp 2 lần so với các tool thông thường. Okay, so you can go.
Well, first of all, I agree with everything that you said.
Even though you don't understand Vietnamese.
Thank you.
Perfectly clear, Sam. I want to start with a very simple video. But just before we start today, it's very important that, as I said earlier, Ega Master, when you present Ega Master, you're not selling a product. You're not selling tools. You're selling a solution. And the solution, it can only be a solution if it addresses a problem. Okay? So it's very important always to help identify the problem. The problem oftentimes is the same. Sometimes the customer knows, sometimes the customer doesn't know. So part of your job as a salesperson is to let the customer realize that it has a problem and that you have the solution to that problem. If you do that, then the customer is willing to pay whatever it takes to solve the problem. Especially if it's a safety problem. You are still young, you don't have kids, but when you have a child and that child is sick, you don't take him to a cheap doctor. You say, I want to pay whatever it takes for my kid to be healthy. So especially when it's safety, if there is a problem or there's a potential problem and you have the solution, the customer will be willing to pay. So as a sales of Ega Master or any premium brand, instead of going with the product, you need to think, how can I let them understand the problem and then put myself as the solution to that problem. Then competition disappears. If we don't do that, then competition is everywhere. Why? Because there are so many brands making hand tools, there are so many brands doing everything. Okay? So our sales teams and our partners are more like consultants than salesmen. Okay? Because consultants first understand the problem or explain, make them realize the problem, and then give a solution. So let me start with a video then. It's only very short, 2 minutes.
In an increasingly competitive global marketplace with shortening lead times and increasing pressure on margins, industrial companies are looking for ways to improve efficiencies across the supply chain, secure availability of necessary components to minimize costly disruptions of its operations, reduce capital investments and operational expenses where possible. All these objectives need to be achieved while maximizing the safety of the workforce. Are these expectations realistic and feasible to achieve? With Ega Master, they are. Ega Master is a European manufacturer of premium hand tools that addresses the needs of the most demanding industrial users by offering a complete one-stop premium hand tool solution, allowing procurement and logistic cost efficiencies to be achieved, delivering a quick and responsive service to ensure operations are never affected. With a stock availability rate of over 98%, Ega Master ensures the product is available when the customer needs it. Personalizing workshop storage systems with customized foam trays that enable a more effective control of the tools. At the same time, Ega Master is able to customize each tool with the end user's logo to reduce capital loss resulting from tool loss or theft. Can you satisfy all your tool requirements through a single brand? With Ega Master, you can. Ega Master's innovative products, holding over 200 patents, services, and solutions are used by the most demanding users across the oil and gas, mining, power, aerospace, military, automotive, shipbuilding, or railway, to name a few. Companies like Shell, Mercedes, Airbus, and many more are users of our tools and solutions. They trust us. Will you?
So I want to ask a question now. this video, there are around 3 or 4 problems that industrial companies face. Would you be able to tell me which are the 4 problems? Problems or potential problems? Okay. So we said we need to present Ega Master as a solution to a problem. Here in this video, there are around 4 problems. Which do you think these problems are? Okay, let me run the first part of the video again, just the introduction, and see if you can understand the 4 main problems. Okay.
In an increasingly competitive global marketplace with shortening lead times and increasing pressure on margins, industrial companies are looking for ways to improve efficiencies across the supply chain, secure availability of necessary components to minimize costly disruptions of its operations, reduce capital investments and operational expenses where possible. All these objectives need to be achieved while maximizing the safety of the workforce.
Okay. Which are the 4 problems that a company can? You go tomorrow to a company, Mercedes or any company, industrial company. Which are the 4 problems they have at high level, the general 4 potential problems?
Just that 3 problems.
Yeah.
First is to reduce the operation cost.
Okay, so the problem would be that sounds like a solution, but the problem is you are expensive, or your operations are too costly. Okay? You're not efficient enough. Means your costs are too high. Okay, so problem number 1, high cost. Okay.
Supply chain.
Supply chain. What's the problem? What does an industrial company need? That's a solution. But what is the problem?
The problem is that sometimes they need to personalize the flexibility of what the toolkits.
But why?
It's made adapt for their needs, special needs. And so they need a flexibility.
Why do they need that flexibility? So the flexibility is a solution, but there has to be a core problem that you are addressing. Otherwise, the flexibility, I don't need flexibility. So one is high cost.
Maybe they have some special problems of their work, and they need a the flexibility of the tool.
So personalization. So that, but the problem is
The personalization is have done to make the personalize the tool.
okay.
It's
So
maybe I think it's the problem.
You're focusing on the solution. The underlying problem of that solution that you're offering is every day industrial companies lose tools. They lose. Either somebody else takes them, either somebody puts in the pocket and take it home, either there are different teams working in different area and okay, end of work, let's go home. They take and I take your tools. So at the end of the day, I need to buy more tools because my team doesn't have tools. Okay? So it means money. No, it's money. At the end of the day, most of the time comes money. I need to spend more money to buy more tools because tools disappear. I don't know where they went. Okay? So problem number 1 was high cost, operational cost. Number 2 is high replacement cost. Means I need to replace tools because tools disappear. Number 3, what's another problem that was shown in the video? What's a problem, a potential big risk for an industrial company? I'll tell you. And is that I need to stop my operation because I missed something, a tool, a component, and because I don't have this, I stop. I cannot operate. You cannot imagine how many millions it costs for a refinery, for a production line, to suddenly stop. You have employees sitting down, they cannot work. You have stock and raw material that you bought in stock, and you're not producing anything, you're not selling, so you're not making money. That's very expensive. So for industrial company, it's a big risk to stop the operation because they don't have the right tool. Okay, so number one is you have too high cost. Number two is you spend too much in replacing tools. Number three is you have a risk of not having what you need quick enough. Okay. And number four is safety. That your operation is not safe. And why is safety important? So we all say, oh, safety is important. I'm a CEO of a refinery and say, I don't care. If somebody dies, I have another one coming. Okay? There are companies like that, by the way. They say, oh, safety, no. If somebody has an accident, then I have another. In India, for example, there's so many people that some people say, oh, it's an accident. There are so many waiting to work for me. What are the implications for an industrial company? So safety means, first of all, cost. In most countries, if somebody dies or has an accident in your premises, the government will punish you. You have economic. So maybe the businessman doesn't care about people, but he cares about the profit. So safety equals money, economic cost. Safety also means medical cost. So if I am doing the same job every day, and I have muscle pain, I have to go to the doctor, and I cannot work for 2 weeks, I need to invest more money to bring somebody to replace me. And I have to pay medical costs. That's money. So safety has economic cost. So the operations are too high cost. In operation, let's focus on the tools perspective, the procurement. Okay? The procurement of tools, you spend too much. Number two is you lose tools, so you spend too much replacing tools. Number three is when you need a tool, you don't have it, and that's why you need to stop your operations, and that's a lot of money. Number four is safety. Take care of employees, but also it costs a lot of money to save. So these are four problems that Ega Master addresses directly. How? Number one, let's start one by one. You spend too much in buying tools. Okay, the procurement is inefficient. Why do you think oftentimes procurement departments are inefficient? I'm going to ask a different question. If you are a procurement department, okay? You belong to the procurement department, and you have your customer, technical manager or engineering department, and you need to buy 100 tools. Your job is to buy 100 tools. You have two options. You buy everything from one manufacturer, or you need to buy from 3 manufacturers. Which one is cheaper?
My already one.
One manufacturer. Why? What are the costs? So working with 3 manufacturers, why cost goes up? What happens? Which are the costs?
About the procedure, taxes.
So you have taxes, import taxes,
Yeah.
transportation. You have 3 containers coming
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to 1. Means 3 transport companies. Means you need to deal with 3 import processes. And also your time. You need to be coordinating with 3 different companies. If you consolidate that into a single person and a single contact and a single company, much cheaper, right?
Yeah, time and cost saving.
Time and cost saving. You have only 1 person that you speak with. So in your procurement team, 1 person can handle, not multiple teams. You buy everything in 1 container, 1 transport company, 1 customs. Efficient. Why Ega Master? It's efficient, allows you to do that because there's no other hand tool manufacturer who has our range. Means all the hand tool needs that the industry needs, it's in our catalog. You don't need to work with 2-3 manufacturers. Just 1. Okay? Mechanical tools, pipe tools, and safety tools. What the industry needs, we manufacture. So we help by doing this catalog, by offering this big catalog, we help procurement departments reduce costs. Okay? See how different it is? You go to procurement department, I'm going to help you reduce costs. Oh, I like that. Or, look, I have 20,000 tools. Oh, they look like any Chinese. I'm not interested. You see the difference? One, you're addressing the problem. The other one is just trying to push a problem. Good. So that was the first problem. The second problem was I spent a lot of money replacing tools. That's where we bring tool control. How can we help industrial companies reduce the money they spend in replacing? Now, the need for replacing usually comes from two sources. Three sources. One, the tool is low quality. I bought a Chinese and it broke. I need to buy another one. Well, we are a premium brand hand tools and we have lifetime warranty. Our tools don't break because of manufacturing. Only break if you use wrongly. But if you use it okay and it breaks, we'll give you a new one free. Okay? So quality means you don't have to buy again and again and again and again like a Chinese product. No. It's premium, high quality. Number two. Somebody's stolen my tool because it's high value. So I steal it, I put this in my pocket, and tomorrow I go to Amazon and I sell it. And I make money by taking tools from my company and selling it online. That's actually a problem that our customer had in Ecuador, and they were thinking to change to a Chinese brand because people steal. So what do we do? On the tool, we put the logo of the company, and instantly that tool, if it goes on Amazon, it's stolen. So the value comes down. Nobody wants to buy it. People don't like to buy a stolen tool. Imagine that I put here Mercedes. I steal it, I go to the market, and on Amazon you find a tool that says Mercedes. That's stolen. Somebody stole it, right? You want to buy a stolen wrench? No, you don't want. So instantly the value in the market of this tool goes down. Means employees don't want to steal it. Means Mercedes would save money. Okay? So why do companies have to replace tools? Because they break. Premium hand tool Ega Master. Because they steal it. We personalize with a logo on every tool. And three, because people, they lose them. Either another team takes it, or I forgot because I don't know what tools I have. Okay? So, what do? We personalize. Foam trays. I'll show you an example. Am I speaking too fast? Is it okay? So this is what I mean. Whether it's a trolley or whether it's a small case, every brand has a standard set. This is a set. But usually industrial companies, they have their own tools. They don't want to buy a set of tools that they don't need. So we ask Mercedes, which are the tools they need? These 50, okay? We design your workshop equipment or your tool sets only with the tools that you need in foam trays like that. Why is that important? Because if a tool is missing, I know I'm missing. If everything is like this in the back, I don't know what's missing. I put everything inside, I don't know what's missing. If it's in foam trays, very quickly say, oh, I'm missing one tool. Where is it? Okay. So you reduce the probability of losing. Okay? I will explain the technology later, but again, the problem was I spent too much money replacing tools. Why can that happen? Because they break. Ega Master brings a premium product, it's not gonna break. Two, because they steal it. Ega Master offers you the possibility to personalize so people don't steal it. And three, because I lose them. Well, Ega Master gives you the service to personalize, so you reduce the cost of replacement money. Okay, so we have identified the solution to two problems. High procurement cost and high replacement cost. And then I'm an operations manager, a maintenance manager, and I have big pressure to keep the operations going. I need a tool, a safety tool, for the non-sparking tool, for example, because there's an area with gas, and I cannot do maintenance in that area if I don't have a non-spark tool. If I don't have a non-spark tool and somebody uses a normal tool, it can explode the whole plant. So I need to stop everything. Stop. I don't have a tool. I call Samaser. Say, Samaser, I need this tool now because my operation is costing me millions. Stop. Okay, Samaser calls Ega Master competitor. 12 weeks. No, 12 weeks, no. Everything is stopped now. I need quick, now. Competitors not have. Ega Master, we have 98% availability. That means it's in Spain, it's in stock. We are a family business, we have high stock because when the industry needs, that tool needs to go, needs to be there. Okay? So we are a solution to a problem. Means I need tools quick, we have it in stock to deliver. And 4, safety. We have the widest range of safety tools. What are safety tools? Safety tools, what environments do you think are dangerous? When do people work in a dangerous environment? When? For example, if there's gas. If there's gas, it could be explosion, right? So that's dangerous. That's dangerous. What else could be dangerous? What else can kill you in the workplace, in the factory? Chemical. Tension, electricity. If you're working somewhere and there's electricity, you can die. 3, if there's a magnetic field, you know magnetic field. If there's a this is metal, and if there's a magnetic field over there, what was your name?
Yeah, I'm Chan.
Jan.
Yeah.
So if there's a magnetic field over there, and this is the metallic tool, that magnetic field is going to suddenly attract. If she is between the field and the wrench, it's going to hurt her head at a very high speed. That's not good. Okay? And number 4 is heights. If I'm working at heights, doing maintenance, and somebody's working downstairs, if I drop this, it can kill somebody. You can die. Even if it's small, at high speed, you see to your head, out. Okay? Even if you have a helmet, if you don't have a helmet, this will break your head. If you have a helmet, if it's a heavy product, like the pipe wrench, the helmet protects your head, but your neck breaks. So it's very important when you work at heights that the tools are secure, controlled. Okay? So Ega Master helps bring you a solution for employees and workers to be safe. So 4 problems, different solutions. And that's what Ega Master does, and that's where we focus on. Okay? Now, of course, in addition to that, we have many products. But our logo, as you see in the presentation, is be safe, be efficient. Means the innovation that we bring, at the logo at the top, be safe, be efficient. Means the tools that we bring help always are developed against those 2 words. How can you be more safe? How can you work more safely? And how can you work more efficiently? Efficiency is cost. Do more with less. Okay? Now let me show you a few product examples. I know Sam explained. I probably keep calling Alex. Sam explained. But I want to explain a little more because when you present Ega Master, it's important there are a few products that have patents and are especially innovative, and it helps technical people understand. So everything that I explained, a procurement manager worries about procurement cost. Operations or maintenance manager worries about continuity of operations or replacement of tools. Safety manager worries about keeping the workers safe. Okay, different people. But then technical people like to understand a tool is a tool. So no, it could be safety and efficiency benefits by having the right kind of tool. So here we go to these products. Let me show you an example. This is a plier, right? If you go to a shop, an industrial shop, you have so many similar things like this. It's a plier. How could a plier be high quality? Well, first of all, the material can be high quality, but this has a patent. You know patent? Do you understand patent? How you say Vietnamese? Get affected? Patent. It's a patent. It means it has a specific design that is only Ega Master. Nobody else can copy it. Okay? What is it? It's, I'm gonna go into the details, but we brought this forward, so the force, the power in the front is much higher. But to do that, you need to do a special treatment of the edge, because otherwise the bed will break. That's a patent. What does that mean? The only Ega Master plier that take a 5mm nut, nail, and cut like cheese, and it doesn't break. When I go to customer, I ask, give me your plier. I take, I can't break. Once I break, and I break the plier, big hole in it. So when a technical see this, say, oh, a 5mm nail, you cut very easily. Now, question for you. Safety and efficiency. How can these, instead of saying this is a plier, how can this be a solution to a safety and efficiency problem? Who's going to tell me? So how can I tell a technical manager, a maintenance engineer, this is not a plier. This is a way for your employees to be more safe and more efficient. How? How do you think?
Because you can cut easily.
Easily. So time is money, right? If you have to do 100 times a day or 1,000 times a day, if it takes 10 seconds to cut or 30 seconds, it's money. If you do very quick, you do 1, 2, 3, very productive, very efficient. And safe?
It doesn't hurt your hand.
It doesn't hurt your hand, especially if you're using these muscles. If you use this very often, and it takes a while to cut, eventually you're going to have muscle pain. You're going to go to the doctor and you stay home because you cannot use your muscle anymore. Okay, so that is potential cost in the future, healthcare, health-related cost. Also, this is an insulated. So this is 1,000 volt, means if there's electricity, I'm protected. Okay, this protects me. There's no current. Okay, but this is not a plier. It's a solution for you to be more safe and more efficient. And it's a patent, so it's a design that only Ega Master has. Another example. Especially if you go to automotive or aerospace, they work with multiple nuts. Now, if you go to a maintenance manager or procurement manager and say, look, I have this wrench. What's the price? 10. Oh, I have a Chinese for 3. Why so expensive? Wait, hold on. Go to a technical manager. How many nuts do you have in your factory? Many, different ones. Okay, so your maintenance team needs many of these different ones for different nuts, right? Well, only Ega Master has special design that the same tool can be used for any of its nuts. Okay, so you work with Chinese brand, to work with so many nuts, you need 4 of these. With Ega Master, just 1. Which one is cheaper, Ega Master or the Chinese? Ega Master. You need to buy 1 of these. You need to buy 4 Chinese. 4 times 3, 12. Ega Master is 10. Safe. But of course, if you only look at these, people don't understand. You need to explain. How can you be more efficient? And you don't need to change another one. And which nut it is? Another one. Look in the back. This one is. No, I have 1. Whatever I know, whatever it is, it's gonna work. So no worry. Time. Quick. Okay. Money. Efficiency. And durable, of course. Another example. This is a tool that people use to grab pipes. This is a small one. There are big ones. To grab pipes. Okay? They grab pipes and then they turn them. Okay? Or they use it to bring 2 pieces together, to put pressure on both sides. Usually, other brands, you need to adjust exactly to the size of the pipe. Okay? And then, what we did is, that's a waste of time. Why do you have to go and adjust? Just open completely, and with this system, automatically adjust. So very quickly, I can go to the table, I can grab this, I can grab this. So automatically adjust to whatever. I don't need to exactly find the measure of the pipe. No, that's time that you waste. Open it completely, and it will automatically adjust to whatever size that pipe has. Yeah, time, efficiency. So again, this is not just hand tool that looks similar to a it's an efficiency product because I will help your team be more efficient and for you to reduce costs. Okay. Another example, this one was developed with a refinery in Spain. A refinery, a real refinery. We went to the operations and maintenance teams of a refinery, and we asked, "What are your complaints?" And they said, "We carry too many tools. They're too heavy. We are working in the refinery. We carry these belts with many tools. It means I get tired. It's health and safety issues." I said, "Okay." So we asked, "What kind of activities do you do? Do you do many different things? Tell me what you do." And we came up with 3 main functions. Number 1 is I open and close valves. I open and close valves. And then I do maintenance of the pipe. Means I cut the pipe, I put a new one, I need to fix it within the pipe, so I need a pipe wrench. But of course, to break the pipe or to stop, to open the pipes and put a new one, there are some rusty nuts that I need to open, and usually rusty, so I need to strike. So I usually strike, I open and close valves, I strike, and I grab pipes. Okay? And for that you need 3 tools. A pipe wrench, a hammer, and a valve opener. What do we do? Say, okay, instead of carrying 3 tools, I'm going to put everything in one. So you can open and you can pipe wrench to grab the pipe. I'm going to design this as a hammer function. So this I can strike. Anything to strike the wrench? No. This one. So there's a nut. I put this in the nut and I need to strike it. So I don't need a hammer. This is a striking function. Okay? I hit it. I need to strike it. I need the pipe wrench, and I can open and close valves with this. So I don't need 3 tools. I have 1. Procurement, instead of buying 3 tools, I just buy 1. The maintenance guys, instead of carrying 3 tools, they need to carry 1. Economic benefit, safety benefit. Another problem, the same refinery, we said, what are your safety problems? And they said, we have a big problem, which means our people lose fingers. What do you mean they lose fingers? I said, well, because they have rusty nuts that we need to open. So we put the slogging wrench and we hit it. So you need to hold it. Because if I don't hold it and I hit it, this wrench flies, it hits somebody in the head, and it's dangerous. So we need to hold it. But if I hold it and I made a mistake, I hit my finger. So I lose many fingers. Many people lose fingers. And you see people walking around without fingers. So we said, okay, how can we solve that problem? So we designed this tool. As you see, it has inside a red rubber. That rubber means that when you put it in the nut and you hit it, it doesn't fly. It stays in the nut. So usually if you hit, it falls or it flies. This one, you hit and it just turns like this. You hit again, it just stays. So by this friction means the slogging wrench doesn't fly, means safety. As an additional safety feature, just in case these fail, we added this part, which together with the lanyard, you can link it and it's always secure. You know that it's not going to fly and kill or hurt someone. So because any brand has slogging wrench. Ours is a high quality slogging wrench, but additionally, it's a safety and efficiency product. Why safe? Because it's not going to hurt somebody. Why efficient? Because actually the time that you spend picking it up, putting it again, king, false, picking it up, put it again, king, no, this one doesn't. It's like you put it, can, out, next, can, again, time, money. So this is not a slogging wrench. It's a solution to a safety and efficiency problem. So safe and efficient, safe, efficient. Those 2 words and everything hangs from those 2 words. Another example. This we developed for Mercedes factory in Spain. They had a problem. Well, this is a problem not only for Mercedes, but every time a supplier sells cables, the cables come with cable ties, right? Now Mercedes employees in the assembly lines, they were So the cables come here, very tight, always very tight, so the cables don't break. So in the assembly line, what do the Mercedes employees do? They take a knife or scissors and they cut. They take the cables, they harness, they put it in the car continues, assembly line, beep, beep, beep. Final quality control. Something fails. Light doesn't work, something doesn't work. We cannot sell this car. Take out of the quality problem, or the quality line, open it, take everything out, find the problem. That is very expensive, costs millions of dollars. And they find out that the main cost was that when people were cutting the tie, they would damage the cable. So we designed, as you see, it's very tight, blood is not going through. We created a small tool that they can use, Mercedes can use, before it cuts, it creates a safe space. So if I go here, it was very tight. I didn't hurt my finger. I'm not going to hurt the cable. So this little tool can actually save millions. Why? Because people damage the cable when trying to cut with a knife or a scissor. With this little tool, you can save a lot of money because you do not damage the cable. So another little example of a tool, innovative, that addresses, in this case, an efficiency or productivity, economic problem. Okay. This one for work at heights. We said for working at heights, you need a tool that doesn't fall. We have a solution that is a heat shrink, that basically we can turn any tool in our catalog, anything, into a tool that is safe to work at heights. Why? Because of this envelope, you can put any tool. You can put it to this, you can put it to this, you can put it to this, you can put it to this. And together with the lanyard, then this becomes a safe tool to use at heights. And the belt, put this, and then it's safe. It doesn't fall. I'm working at heights, this is not going to fall. Okay. So we address the safety problem, safety and efficiency problem, efficiency problem, safety and efficiency problem, safety and efficiency problem, efficiency problem, and like that there are many examples. So, do you sell a product? No, we don't go selling this product. Look, I have this rent, this is the price, how many do you want? That's not our business. Our business is understand the problem, and then with the catalog and the innovations that we have, help industrial companies be more safe and more efficient. Very important. And I tell my sales team like that. Some industrial companies, they don't value safety and efficiency. They don't. Say, don't talk to me about safety, I just want the cheapest possible tool. If somebody dies, I don't care. Well, for us, that's not a customer for us. We walk. I tell my salespeople, don't be afraid of saying thank you. I'm afraid Ega Master is not for you. We only work with companies who want to work more safe and more efficient. If that's not important for you, I can't help you. And walk out. Selling doesn't mean you need to sell this to everybody. No. You only sell this, a solution, to those who have a problem and want to solve the problem. If you don't want to solve the problem, then we cannot help you solve the problem. So if somebody wants to buy Stanley brand, Chinese brand, Taiwanese brand, there are hundreds of brands in the market. If they want to buy that, go. Don't try to sell Ega Master. Now, if somebody is using a premium brand already, or somebody values safety and efficiency, productivity, then we can definitely help them because we are certainly solving a problem. Okay? So to summarize, who's going to tell me what are the 4 problems that we solve?
High schools.
Yeah?
High school.
High cost. High procurement cost. High procurement cost. Number 2.
High replacement cost.
High replacement cost. Number 3.
Safety.
Safety.
Stop operation.
Huh?
Stop operation.
Stop operation. So continuity, making sure that operations don't stop. Okay? Because so those 4 problems. How does Ega Master solve this problem? The first one is high procurement cost. How do we solve the high procurement cost?
I all in one.
All in one. Integrated. Right? One-stop shop. All you need is in one catalog. How do we solve the replacement cost?
So control system.
There are three things. The procurement costs are driven by three different things. And then,
Still.
use local brand.
okay, so that people don't steal it.
Yes.
Number two,
And use to control solution.
control solutions. Why? Easy to,
It's easy to buy.
if something is missing or not.
Yes.
And number three, if the tool breaks very often, then you need to replace many of them, right? So by having a premium quality means we offer a tool that is not going to break.
Okay.
So no lower replacement cost. Okay. So procurement cost, operation cost, no replacement cost. Why operational cost? Why are we able to solve operational cost? So continuity. Don't stop your operations. How do we solve that problem? How do we solve that?
Available.
Availability,
Available.
right? You have
All
stock.
around the world.
You have stock. If you need it, quick. If you go to other brands, 12 weeks, 15 weeks. No. I need it now. It's urgent. Only Ega Master. And four, safety. How do we solve safety problems? What do we offer? Then you need to think, which are the areas where somebody is not safe? Means if there's gas,
High,
if there's electricity, if you're working in heights, and if there's a magnetic field. So in that case, you need special tools. If there's gas, you need non-spark tools. Okay, now we're going to go into more technical about safety tools. But in safety, there are four areas. Means helping you work more safe means if there's gas, we can give you tools to work safely. If there's electricity, tools for you to work safely. If you work at heights, tools for you to work safely. And there's a magnetic field, then titanium tools. Why is titanium a solution? Because titanium is non-magnetic. Okay, if there's a magnetic field, it doesn't attract. So, she will be safe. Okay, if this is made of titanium, it stays here. There's no magnetic field. This one is not titanium, so there's a magnetic field, whoop, it will go. Safe. Okay, last but not least, safety tools. So, I'll show you in a minute. Titanium. You can touch, you can see, it's very light, very expensive. But in certain areas, you have no choice. Okay? For example, trains. When you're going to do maintenance of trains, the brakes of the trains have magnetic. So the brakes operate on a magnetic field. If you're going to do, you have to do maintenance on the brakes of certain trains, you cannot use a normal wrench. Because there's magnetic field, if you're going to fix it, you cannot use it, right? So you need to use the tool that it doesn't get attracted, so you use the maintenance. Another example, hospital. There are certain machines, MRI machines. You know MRI machine? MRI, the person goes inside the MRI, right? But they have a big magnetic field. In that magnetic field, if there's a tool anywhere anywhere near an MRI, it will suck. There are videos on YouTube of a big trolley suddenly crushing the machine. It's a very powerful magnetic field. If somebody is between the machine and this wrench, probably they die. Because this wrench, it goes in the head, out. So if you're doing maintenance near an MRI or in a hospital, it needs to have titanium tools. Okay? And then we go to gas, non-spark. I have a question for you. Why do you need a non-sparking tool?
Okay.
Why do you need a non-sparking tool? Why do you think?
Not trigger the fire.
The fire?
Prevent fire.
Yes?
And they don't destroy the tool.
It's not about the tool itself. Non-spark, what is a spark? You know what a spark is? Right? What happens with a spark? What happens if there's gas or dust?
It's easy to make that.
Explosion. It's not fire, it's explosion. So suddenly, it goes boom, and everything in this building destroyed, and everybody dead. So, if I'm working in a refinery, or in a gas LNG terminal, or in a place with gas, and I'm doing maintenance, any spark can create an explosion. So, in order not to create a spark, if there's gas or dust, you cannot use normal tools. When you use normal tools, even this can create a spark. It goes boom. So I can't. But I need to do maintenance. How can I do maintenance? Then there are special tools that you see that are more yellow. These tools are safe to use in an area with gas or dust. Why? The name is non-spark tools, but that's not correct. Every metal has a spark. Every metal. The difference is, what is the temperature of that spark? What is the heat? Spark is heat, it's energy. Every gas, there's a temperature at which they do boom. Depending on which gas, it's higher temperature or lower temperature. So, if the temperature of the spark is below the temperature of explosion, it's safe. If the temperature of the spark gets to the temperature where the gas explodes, then it's explosion. So these alloys, they create cold spark. Means the spark is cold and it's not going to explode. Okay. Normal steel tools, the spark is hot. That's why if there's gas, they can do spark, kaboom. So next question is, so why not use these tools always? It's safer, right? Because sometimes maybe you don't know that you have gas. How do you, well, non-spark tools, first of all, are softer. The material are specific material, so if you use all the time, it's easier to break. Because they're very special tools. So you cannot use them all the time because you'll be replacement costs. The problem that we're solving, replacement costs will go up. You have to replace and replace and replace and replace because they are soft. But also, they are more expensive. Okay, so these are very specific type of tools that are more expensive than normal tools. These are niche segment for certain environments, not for every environment. These are normal tools for every environment. However, if there's any risk, safety managers must, or operators or maintenance teams must use non-spark tools. There are two types of tools. This is too much detail. We can help. But for you to know that depending on which gas, there are two types of metal. Copper, beryllium, and aluminum rods. The difference, one of them, the temperature of the spark is higher than the other. But the lower the temperature, the softer, one of them is temperature, the other one is so one of them has higher temperature than the other. So depending on what gas, both of them are safe, but only one of them is safer. Okay. But the other one is softer than the other one. So if you use very frequently, you're going to be breaking it all the time. One of them is more secure and more last longer. Okay. So copper beryllium, this one, copper beryllium, it's harder and the temperature is lower. So it means it's safer. This one is safest and lasts longer, but costs more to buy. But if you look at 1 year period, to use this one, to purchase costs more. But because this one you need to purchase many times, in 1 year, actually this one is more expensive. Okay? But in that area, we can help. You can ask us and we will. But for you to know that one option is safer and in the long run, cheaper because you don't need to replace and replace. Okay. And then you have you can see look at the non-smart tools, but different. And then the insulated one is electricity. Okay. If you look inside, there's a yellow and orange color, right? Orange, the yellow color is there are 2 layers. Why 2 colored? Because it's very important when somebody is going to use the tool that they know that it's not damaged. If it's damaged, maybe it's not protecting me. So sometimes in the field, the tools are used in a rough environment. So maybe they get cut, but there's something broken. Why is yellow? Ega Master tools, why is yellow? Because if this one is cut, you can see yellow. Means not safe. I need to replace it. Okay, so by doing so, the protection is the same, but we have 2 layers, so then you can see the tool anywhere you see yellow, means that's not safe. Don't use it with electricity. Okay? That's part as well. Clear?
Yes.
So now let me help you. Now that you understand, now you understand the brand, some of the tools. Now we need to be smart. So we have a solution to a problem. But if somebody doesn't have that problem, we don't have a solution for it, right? So the first thing we need to think is, if we want to sell more Ega Master, which customers are the ones with the most number of problems so that we can solve? If we can solve many problems, that's our priority. If we can only solve small problem, then small priority. So thinking about this, which do you think are the industries with the biggest number of problems that Ega Master can solve? Number 1, oil and gas. Why? Oil and gas has gas. They work with areas with explosion risk. Gas and oil, liquid, you work with pipes, so you need pipe tools. And you need industrial tools. You need snowy wrenches, you need pliers, you need wrenches. So oil and gas needs everything. Safety, pipe, and industrial tools. So for oil and gas company, we are perfect. We reduce costs because they have high procurement cost, high replacement costs, they have safety problems, and they lose, it costs a lot of money to stop the refinery. Okay, imagine that I don't have a non-spark tool, or I don't have, so I need to stop the refinery. How many millions I'm losing every minute because the refinery is stopped? So in oil and gas, they have the 4 problems that we spoke. They have the 4 problems. So we can solve, we have a solution for the 4 problems. Perfect. Oil and gas is a priority. For us, in the worldwide, about 60% of our business comes from oil and gas. Another industry for what is good for us is power. Well, sorry, within oil and gas, you have many subsectors. You have oil rigs, offshore, you have onshore, refineries, LNG terminals, you have many areas. But oil and gas is priority for us. Which other industries? Which industry has high potential for high procurement cost? High safety cost? Power. Nuclear plants. Energy generation plants. Well, they work with electricity. They do maintenance at heights. So they have multiple types of hazards. So whether it's our safety range, whether it's our height and anti-drop range, we have solutions for their problems. Yeah. Procurement cost and replacement cost, everybody has that problem. Now we need to think is, who has big safety problem? Oil and gas? Power? So all the industries where there's safety concern, then we can address many problems. If there's no safety concern, we can still solve procurement cost, reduce procurement cost, and we can still solve the replacement cost. Okay. What kind of companies do we work with? Pharma company. We have stainless steels, tools. You know what stainless steel tools are? Stainless steel are special inox stainless steel. They don't rust. So pharma or food company, whether it's food, they need to clean with some strong chemicals. Those chemicals will make the tools rust very quick. That's why they need to replace. We design some stainless steel tools. And stainless steel, it doesn't rust. So you can use strong chemical, but it doesn't rust. So it lasts longer. The problem is still the same, high replacement cost. Okay, but for them, it's a solution. Construction companies in France, oil and gas EPC contractor in Kuwait, 600,000 US dollars, and everything was delivered in 8 weeks. Why? Because high stock we have a lot of it immediate delivery. So if somebody needs something quick, we are the best. In Saudi Arabia, this is a refinery, the most modern refinery. Qatar, Gas is the biggest exporter of gas from Qatar. Saipem is an EPC contractor in Singapore. We work in Singapore team for Angola. Oil and gas company in Ecuador. Oil and gas company in Colombia. Oil and gas company in Algeria. As you see, oil and gas, we work with Samsung Engineering and Hanwha EPC contractors. In this case, for a power plant in Saudi Arabia as well. We did work in Saudi Arabia as well with Samsung for the refining plant. POSCO, we worked as well with the power plant in Korea. Military, armed forces. We've just won in Europe a 3-year agreement with armed aviation, Air Force. So you think of aviation is the highest quality standard. Military aviation is even more strict. Well, Ega Master has been selected for this country military, and in a 3-year period will be $3 million of business because they want quality, quick delivery, low procurement cost, and personalization and safety. So the 4 problems, military, they want to be efficiently buying, they want to have low replacement cost, their people need to be safe, and they need to have premium. They cannot just buy it again because it breaks. No, you top quality. Ega Master is the brand that takes it. There are many other examples. KBR is the American contractor for oil and gas. Kuwait Oil Company, another contractor for oil and gas. Okay. And companies are so satisfied with Ega Master that they allow us to use their name to convince more companies. And these are very, 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 very demanding customers. Shell, you know Shell. Shell is a big company. They are so happy that they say this about Ega Master and they allow us to use. Ega Master tools are absolutely amazing tools in terms of value of safety, convenience, and versatility. Shell doesn't give this kind of notes to anybody. They must be very happy for them to be able to do this. ExxonMobil, another multinational, same thing. Safety is the watchword in our company, and using Ega Master tools has helped us maintain that record over the years. Ecuador, Mercedes in Malaysia. Ega Master is a trusted supplier that offers us the best service in the industry. We see Ega Master as a key partner for us going forward. These are industrial users like Mercedes saying these things. So imagine how happy they are with the quality and the service that we provide, that they say this about us. As well in Malaysia, China, India, Brazil, Italy, Volkswagen factory in Mexico, Portuguese Airlines in Portugal, contractor in the US, Dominican Republic, purchase manager, technical sales manager, So The examples are more and more. This is even armed forces. Supplies to armed forces. So everything that I explained today to you today, the key problems are real problems that we address, and that's why companies are so satisfied with Ega Master. In order to make more customers in Vietnam satisfied with Ega Master, for them we need to offer them a solution to their problems. To offer them a solution to the problems, we need to understand what the problem is. Today, we explained a few common problems, but every customer has additional problems. It's very important when we go to them to understand which are the problems and use Ega Master to offer that solution. Any questions?
Let me know a little bit about your competitors.
My competitors. So our competitors are 7. There are hundreds of brands, but most of them we don't compete. There are 7 competitors. Snap-on, American. They only have mechanic tools, no pipe tools, no safety tools. Proto, American. They have mechanical tools, no pipe tools, no safety tools. Bridget, American. They have only pipe tools, no mechanical tools, no safety tools. Facom, French. Only mechanical tools, no safety tools, no pipe tools. Beta, only mechanical tools, no safety tools, no pipe tools. And Stahlbiller, German, mechanical tools, no pipe tools, no safety tools. So every company of our competitors are between 20 and 40% more expensive than us. 2, they don't have the full range, so the end user needs to work with multiple brands, means higher procurement cost. 3, they are not quick like us, they don't have high stock, it takes about 12, 14 weeks. So the continuity problem, they don't solve it, they make it worse. And about safety, they don't know anything. Okay? So those are our competitors. These are premium brands, high quality brands that are very expensive, more expensive than us. But at the same time, they don't address the problems that we address. So if we present Ega Master well to companies, how we solve the main problems one by one, as a one single brand, we have no competition. That's why we keep winning projects. That's why we keep winning projects with the strongest brands. But if we explain very well the 4 points, then now we are investing a lot in digital marketing as well. In LinkedIn, we publish every day a new success story of a company, industrial company, a new product. So I suggest that you follow us in LinkedIn, and you can use the same materials that we publish. You can share with the Vietnamese description. So all the material that we do, our partners can use in order to give visibility of Ega Master in the Vietnamese market. So we make it easy for you. Just resend, put a note in Vietnamese, if you want, or in English. We communicate, we post in English. We share Vietnamese, you can use the same content as us, that we generate, which are, so if we are to do a communication exercise, we cannot say everything, because customers will get lost. Usually 1 or 2 messages. That's why our message usually is around safety. Okay? Because our competitors are not strong in safety. And because safety, if a company values safety, they will go for safety. They don't, price is not important. So our positioning in the market is usually around safety tools. We help you work safer, whether it is gas, electricity, or work at heights. We offer you the full solution. And that's usually the messaging tends to be around safety and innovation, safety and innovation, safety and innovation, safety efficiency, safety efficiency, safety efficiency. Why we make you more safe, why we make you more efficient. And that's the communication tends to be around that. Okay? But the content that we generate and LinkedIn is the channel we use, it's available for everybody. So for our partners, you can use that material to promote Ega Master in Vietnam. So after the meeting, go to Ega Master LinkedIn and follow us, and you will receive all everyday content that you can reshare and you can post in the Vietnamese market. Okay. Any questions? Is it clear? No? Don't be afraid of asking a question. Okay? Huh? You got it? Okay. Good. So then I will have a word with Sam. Yes, call him please, and I need to leave and
You give me this video and
yes, if you give me a memory stick, I will.
yeah.
By the way, this video is in YouTube. You go to YouTube, it's available.
Can you send us this presentation PDF PowerPoint file?
Yeah, I can.
Send it to Sam.
If you give me a memory
Okay,
stick,
okay.
I will put it to you in a memory stick.
Please reply.
Thank you. But I'm looking for the small bag.
Only the same.
Eh? Yeah, so this little book is the tools that we have, the sales guide.
For one tool you have many times.
That's correct.
This only the same rule.
Exactly. These are usually when you sell and you try to present the brand to a company. These are the key products for them to understand safety and safety and efficiency. Then of course, what size, there is a catalog. The detail, we have many products, but people they look at the catalog and they get scared. Like, oh, I cannot, no. So keep it simple. Who are we? Safety, efficiency, 4 problems that we solve, a few examples of products for you to understand. Then you want more, okay, then instead we give you the catalog and your technical teams can find, oh, I need this tool, but this size, oh, no, I use this one, but that other size, or the multiple, give the catalog. I put the video, no?